What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Next week is the start of Season 22, and while there will be a ton of new things to do, new weapons to get, new armor to try on, and new bad guys to defeat, there's one thing that you need to make sure that you set some time out to do, and that is jumping in and conquering the Presage exotic mission, along with the Seraph Station and Vox Obscura. The Presage returns this season with new goodies and new challenges, and it will be available in rotation every 3 weeks. When it's available, like it will be in the first week of Season 22, you'll be able to acquire the Dead Man's Tale exotic weapon pattern, and you'll be able to farm for those Season of the Haunted and Opulent weapons and their patterns. So that's the Hollow Denial, the Beloved, the Drain, or the big one, the Calus Mini-Tool, and so many more. So if you missed out on grabbing any of these weapons, their weapon patterns, or the armor when they first came out, then you will finally have your chance at snagging them again. The Presage will feature a normal and legendary mode. Your first completion on each mode will provide a guaranteed red border each week. You'll be bound to the RNG gods with any further completions. While it can be intimidating at times, the Presage is an extremely fun and not overly difficult mission to complete, and since you can bring in 2 of your favorite guardians, this will be an activity that you need to be hitting up this week. If you don't have fellow guardians to bring in, you can utilize the new Fireteam Finder function that will be available in-game once Season 22 starts. Assuming that all the mechanics and encounters play out the exact same, you can use this walkthrough to help familiarize yourself with the mission before going in. The Presage will be started through its own exotic mission rotator option within the director itself. The Presage does include jumping puzzles and a unique mechanic that requires you to pick up Egregore links to navigate through certain areas. You will also have several sections where you will have to activate switches to progress forward, and there's even a Star Wars-esque trash compactor that you'll have to escape from. If Bungie has made any revisions to this mission, it's unlikely that it would include any augmentations of the paths that you have to take through these areas. You will be going up against the Scorn throughout this mission. One of the most annoying parts about fighting the Scorn is dealing with those chieftain totems, so beware and be prepared. The final boss will use a ground slam attack against you that scorches large areas of the ground, so having solar resistance and concussive dampener mods will be very beneficial. It's likely that you will see unstoppable abominations and overload chieftains added into the legendary mode. There's only one true boss within this mission, the Locus of Communion. This boss features a multi-stage boss battle that takes place on 2 separate floors. You'll want to spend most of your time on the top floor, and as I mentioned before, this boss will scorch the ground, so finding safe spaces, such as the pipes on the wall sides, you'll be able to keep yourself out of harm's way when the flames come through. Weapons that deal damage over time or create area effects will be the most successful against this boss and his entourage. The Wither Horde, Osteostriga, Anarchy, Layman Arc, or weapons that come with incandescent and jolting abilities will be a big help during this encounter. Don't get too tunnel visioned on the boss when you're going toe to toe, because he will send several screebs your way, which will put a quick end to your efforts, which is why I wouldn't recommend using a shotgun or sword loadout. Once the Presage is officially out, I'll get an updated guide and walkthrough of this mission in its entirety, along with the best weapons and loadouts to use. As I said earlier, I'm anticipating that most of this mission is going to play out the same as it did before, so you should be able to follow right along with the remainder of this video to get through this with relative ease. So whether you're trying to do it as a solo guardian or with a team, I wish you all the best of luck throughout this upcoming week and throughout Season 22. Thank you as always for checking out today's video. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.
ship's passageways no longer connect as they should. They relent. We must not. Forward. Guardian, I've pieced together another of Armstadt's records. It reads, Tragedy of Silence. He tore the wilting failures apart himself. The connection is strong, but the darkness does not speak through them. An ocean without wind. Even the Lightbearer could not coax it to awaken. Why didn't they try to run?
You can't blame yourself for every missing guardian, Osiris.
well. It seems that Scorn exposed to the anomaly all suffered contiguous neuron death. It consumed their minds. All but one who spoke with many dead voices. This survivor would become the centerpiece of their studies.